Hey guys, it's Julie. Hope you guys have been having a great week, month, whatever. When last I spoke to you guys, I mentioned some of the stress that's been going on because of issues with my sister and everything. Well, as of right now, Florida is put on hold, at least for me and my folks. Basically, I don't even know if I want to get into all of the reasons here. Um, but let's just say my sister is back to making some really wrong decisions. And basically, this whole going to Florida was for her. It was to give her a chance to start over, so to speak, because she could go to school down there. She had friends who were, either going to go down with her or she could, room with somebody for a while, that kind of thing. And then we'd be moving down there and we'd be able to, help take care of Shay still, that kind of thing. So basically, she is making really bad decisions and basically involving guys. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get into it a little bit. Basically, my sister has always um, liked gone after guys who need fixing, and I use that in air quotes because if there's one thing I've learned with taking Ultimate Journey and stuff like that, and even in just life, is that you can't fix other people. I mean, people, number one, have to want to change on their own. And number two, it's like only God can change, can bring about change in somebody's life. So at least that's what I believe anyway. I mean, the change she's brought about in my life even has been just amazing. But anyway, so she's been letting this guy stay with her, and from what I know, he's just got a lot of issues. You know, um, he's. I don't even know. I don't even know if I should get into it here. To be honest with you, I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease, but I don't know. I don't know if I should get into it on here or not. With the internet, no, that kind of thing. Um, let's just suffice to say that she's just making really bad decisions, and the worst part about it is that it's affecting me. It's affecting. I mean, not only you know are the rest of us kind of stressed out over this whole thing and not knowing what she's gonna do. And I mean, she's taking his side over our side, and my dad's met with this guy and given him the facts, given him the solid facts, but I don't know. I mean, my dad's gotten a lot better than he used to be. Let's put it that way. Um, but basically, so I don't know. I don't know if anything happened during the talk that they had. I don't know if this guy took things the wrong way or whatever, but yeah, apparently he came home and told my sister a bunch of stories and was just like, blah 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 blah, your dad said your mom's really stressed out over this, da da da. And so my sister sends a text to my mom, basically saying, "Don't worry about taking care of her daughter when when school starts and blah blah blah." And it's just like, Really? You gotta put that card in there? You gotta threaten to take, you know, to take their granddaughter away from them? And I'm just like, no, 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 no. And my sister and I aren't close to begin with. I mean, we are as opposite as the sun is from the moon. Um, we have nothing to do with each other pretty much. I mean, I try to support her. I try to when she's feeling bad. I mean, I've given her money when she's struggling with stuff, and there's been issues with child support from her ex and stuff like that, and so I don't know, but she just, I don't know, she just doesn't seem to care about anybody but herself, and so I've kind of just washed my hands. I mean, I'm just tired of, you know, trying to support her, trying to be a good sister and all that, and yeah. Well, and here's the other part, she, and this was earlier, this was like a few months ago, she and mom were having a talk, and of course, with both of my parents being religious and all that, they were, they're very much against living with somebody when you're not married to them. And, you know, and so when they found out that this guy was living with my sister and her daughter, they kind of freaked out a little bit. And so, and then, which was been fine. I can understand that in one sense. But then my sister had to throw me under the bus and basically say, the one time that recently that I opened up to her and that I was telling her about Keith and I and what we were thinking about doing and all that. And that she said, well, Julie's planning on moving in with Keith when he, and that was it as far as I was concerned. I mean, and this funny thing is, Bible tells us to forgive, and but I just, that was it. I mean, she's always kind of had no issue with throwing me under the bus like that. She's absolutely had no issue. You know what? Be right back, guys. I'm gonna close this really quick. There we go. Just because it's after 9 o'clock and they don't want my folks to come back and hear me and be like, ah! Mm-hmm. Why are you posting things to YouTube? And all of that stuff. And that's the other thing. My folks, especially my dad, was, how much he's worked with technology and all that. It's just so old fashioned. They're just so much, you don't live with somebody until you're married and blah, blah, blah. And it's just, tired of that too. Because, it's like, I've listened to them pretty much my whole life, and I've been afraid to go out and do things because, well, either because, they've said stuff that, make me think I couldn't do it, or they've, or it's just been, play it safe kind of thing. And you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. If I don't do this now, if I don't do this very, very soon, I might as well stay in the basement forever. And even then, I mean, what am I going to do when mom and dad die? If eventually, which will happen someday. You know, can't and I won't move in with my sister. There will be no way that is happening. Tried that once, and no thank you. Not anymore. So, but yeah. Wow, this really turned into a little bit of a rant. I apologize, guys. But yeah, so I'm just done. I'm to the point where I'm just focusing on me. I'm focusing on my goals. I'm focusing on what I want and need to happen. And, I'm going for it because I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of, you know, I was tired of being, I feel like the same issue keeps happening. I feel like I'm, the oldest daughter of, my parents. I feel like I'm my sister's sister or, my niece's aunt. I feel like I'm not really anybody in my own right. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, time for me to go out and pursue my dreams for change. Instead of encouraging and helping everybody else pursue theirs. So, with that said, but yeah, so I'm actually kind of hoping that talking to you guys about it and just getting this out, will help because that it'll be more of a, because not only does help to talk about it, but, I also have video proof that I said these things and a dated time, so, I can look back and go, oh, remember, I said, So, but yeah, I mean, it's funny because my dear mother, she's the queen of the list. She makes, if everything has to have a list. When you go to the grocery store, you have to have a list. When you go to, when you start any project, you have to have a list. But she told me I needed to start a list as to things I need to make sure happen before I leave for England. I got her list right here. It is, and it's pretty much everything that I've been working on already. Pretty much stuff, because I've also got some stuff on my phone too that, I put down in there so I can remind myself, like if I'm out on a day out or something and I want to make a phone call or whatever, I can do that. So, basically that's what I'm saying is that it's just, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of helping everybody else in this family and not getting, the support they need. So I'm just gonna focus on me for a while. So yeah. So hopefully you guys will be there to support me through all this. Not financial, of course, but just support me emotionally, just to know you guys are there and you're listening, and so it's all good. Oh, and the other thing, because I watched my previous video, because I couldn't remember, it had been so long that I couldn't remember what I talked about. But if you guys remember, I talked about the 3 little figurines I had been able to sell at the garage sale. Well, this is one of them. As you can see, she's got a little J on her. And, pretty little figurine there. And this one was the only one I could really find out anything about. This one is, I forget the name of it, but something Originals. And it's a birthstone doll. So basically she has And they have these for like every month. And they even have them for like every year. So, like, from 1 to however, I think it's like 21 maybe. But anyway, that's my birthstone right there. One of the birthstones, a rose zircon, I believe it's called. Anyway, so there's that one. And then this one, which I believe I got from my grandmother. I can't really remember, but it's really cool because not only is it a little figurine of an angel, but if I can get it open, this little piece right here. Now I forget how you do it, but there you go. So you pull that open, and it's a little container, and you can put like, well, I don't really know what you could put in there. It'd have to be something really small, probably gems or something, little body gems or something, needles, thread, maybe something like that. But you can stick it in there, just pop it in, and presto, you've got a little secret hiding place for stuff. So those are the 3 that I've got that I am wanting to sell. Now, excuse me, sorry guys. Now if they don't get sold, then that's fine. I'll just wrap them up really nicely and take them with me to England. But if I could sell them, then that would be awesome. And then we can, get a little extra money for them. So if you guys liked any of those, go ahead and leave a comment. And we'll see what we can do. I've never done this over YouTube before, so but yeah, I don't know. I posted them on Facebook too, and nobody even responded. So might not get a response on this, but never hurts. So let's see what else. So, and I do apologize, guys. I haven't been able to get any answers for how to like add pictures to videos, or I'm gonna try as soon as I get done recording this. I'm gonna try to see if I can post a link. I assume that YouTube has that capability, like assuming that it'll walk you through how to do that. I'd like to at least try it. Now I don't know if it'll work or not, but if it does work, then maybe I can at least, do like links to like different things for you. I would still like to be able to post pictures from like gameplay, record my gameplay of games and stuff like that and post that, and so that you guys can watch that. I just don't know. And I mean, to be honest with you, work is, it's basically means to an end about now. It's something that I do so that I can save up as much money as I can, so I can pay my bills, so I can, pay off my student loans, so I can do all that before I go to England, and so I can save up as much money as I can. So, but yeah, so that's just the thing. I don't know. I don't even know who to ask, because I don't really get along with anybody in the computer department, and it's sad to say, but, well, I take that back. I do get along with one person, and he kind of works in computers sometimes. I'm not really sure what department he works in, but he's a newer guy, and he's really nice. He always comes up and asks me how I'm doing and stuff like that. So, he's one of the few people who will actually have a conversation with me. But yeah, so, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can get some answers, or maybe I can look up some stuff on YouTube, or get some books from the Happy Artist bookstore or whatever on that kind of stuff. I would really like to post some gameplay for you guys, but or or at least post like some theory videos like I've been, you know, doing. Because I'm one of those. Then that's fun thing because Keith and I, we like talking about theories about stuff, and we came across this one. And I think it's been around for a while, but it's just nobody's ever, it's just this is first I've really come across it or studied in detail because one of the gals who's on the hero site, posted a link to it in our chat box. And so reading it, and it's like, that's, because some of these theories, oh my gosh, you watch this one channel, I can't remember the name of it now, but it was just ridiculous, silly theories like Arthur from the PBS kids show of the same name actually is in a coma, and he was at the zoo, was mauled by a lion, and as he's lying there in a coma, he goes into this dream state kind of thing, and of course, everybody's animals and all that. Which I don't know if you had that kind of a traumatic situation, and you were lying in the hospital, barely clinging on to life. I don't think I would use animals. Especially if an animal was responsible for me being where I was. I don't think I would do do that, but so, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into the theory now. I may use that for a future video at some time, but let's just put it this way: it's made me even more interested in watching the movie Brave. Because it's all about Pixar, and it's all about do all the Pixar movies take place in the same universe? So basically, it starts out with Brave, goes, through Wall-E, all that, and it's basically, it's really kind of interesting because it does bring up some interesting questions, does bring up some interesting points. So anyway, if you guys are interested and you want to read about it ahead of time, I'm like I said, might do a vlog on it. Maybe we'll see. But as right now, if you guys want to go take a look at it, just Google or type into the YouTube search channel Pixar Universe Theory. I believe is what it goes under, and read up about it and let me know what you guys think, because I'm just curious. I love talking over theories and stuff like that, and what and matter of fact, Keith and I were talking about that today. We were kind of going over Doctor Who theories and why did this happen in this episode, and that kind of thing. And so anyway, I feel like I've rambled on for quite some time. But yeah, so I just want to thank you guys, for being out there, for listening, for being willing to give this video a chance. And but yeah, can't believe it's almost the end of August, almost the end of July. We're going to I just had we're going to August next, and then September. In September, my folks are leaving. They're going on a week or 2 week vacation, so I'll have the place to myself for at least a week, which will be lovely. And what's the other thing? Oh, and then of course we got October, which is my birthday. November, December. Can't remember if I talked to you guys about this or not yet, but Keith and I, we were talking. I think we did. I think we covered this in the last vlog, but basically, because since I work retail, and since starting in November and December are like our busiest months. Um, you know, with Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that. So basically we were talking, and I was worried that we wouldn't be able to actually I wouldn't be able to actually take any time off because of the fact that, usually how it works is that time of the year is usually blacklisted, which means nobody takes any time off unless it's an absolute emergency or you have to ask for it like a long time in advance. Um, but anyway, and Keith and I were talking and stuff, and so we've come to the decision that that it would be better to wait until after the holiday season, and we're thinking about him being able to come and celebrate Valentine's Day with me, which is exciting. And then after a week or whatever that he spends here, I should be able to either go back with him or follow him back soon afterwards. So, and the other nice thing about that is I feel bad about turning in my 2 weeks notice during the busiest time when I'm sure they, would need every available person to help, So, anyway, it's really cool. So, I'm just hoping and praying that things work out and that, this does work and that I'll be able to save up enough money and I'll be able to go back with him to Exeter. And, but I will keep you guys apprised as usual. And I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Have a great Sunday. Sunday's going to be my busy day. And I will see you guys later. Bye.